Hurricanes are among the most powerful and awe-inspiring storms on Earth, forming over vast stretches of warm ocean waters. These colossal storms are born when the sun heats the sea surface, causing water to evaporate and rise into the atmosphere. As the moist air rises, it cools and condenses, releasing heat and fueling the storm even further. This process creates a cycle that draws in more warm, moist air, allowing the hurricane to grow in size and strength. They're massive, spinning systems that can unleash devastating winds, torrential rain, and huge waves when they reach land. The sheer force of a hurricane can reshape coastlines and alter entire communities in a matter of hours. These storms go by different names: hurricanes in the Atlantic, typhoons in the Western Pacific, and cyclones in the Indian Ocean. But they're all the same phenomenon, just with different regional names. Hurricanes start as small clusters of thunderstorms over the ocean, gradually organizing as they draw energy from the warm water below. Over time, these storms can grow to cover hundreds of miles, releasing energy on a scale that rivals the power of atomic bombs. The eye of the hurricane, a calm center, is surrounded by the most intense winds and rain. The main dangers are fierce winds, flooding rains, and storm surge, a sudden rise in sea level that can inundate coastal areas in minutes, sweeping away everything in its path. Winds can topple trees and buildings, tearing off roofs and knocking out power for days or even weeks. Meanwhile, relentless rain floods roads and homes, making travel dangerous and displacing families. And storm surge can devastate entire communities, leaving behind a trail of destruction and loss. Meteorologists use advanced satellites and computer models to track hurricanes, analyzing their paths and predicting their intensity. This technology provides crucial warnings so people can prepare in advance. This information allows governments to issue alerts and coordinate emergency responses, while families can secure their homes, gather supplies, or evacuate if needed to stay safe. Understanding hurricanes and how to respond is key to staying safe and protecting loved ones. As Hurricane Melissa approaches the Caribbean, preparation and knowledge are more important than ever. Communities must work together, sharing information and supporting each other. The threat is real, but with the right information, quick action, and community support, lives can be saved and disaster impacts reduced. Let's look closer at what makes a hurricane so dangerous, and how we can stay prepared in the face of nature's fury. Scientists use the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale to rate hurricane strength, from Category 1, the weakest, all the way up to the most powerful storms on Earth. At the top of the scale sits Category 5, the most extreme and dangerous type of hurricane. Category 1 storms have winds of 74 to 95 miles per hour. These winds are dangerous and can cause damage, but usually the destruction is limited to things like broken branches, minor roof damage, and scattered power outages. As wind speeds climb, the potential for destruction rises dramatically. Each category brings a new level of threat, with stronger winds and more severe impacts. Category 3 storms, with winds over 111 miles per hour, are considered major hurricanes. These storms can rip off roofs, uproot trees, flood neighborhoods, and leave entire communities without power for days or even weeks. Category 4 and 5 hurricanes are catastrophic. At this level, roofs are torn off, walls collapse, and entire neighborhoods can be left uninhabitable for weeks or even months. The landscape can be changed forever. Hurricane Melissa has reached Category 5, with sustained winds over 157 miles per hour, and, crucially, no upper limit. These storms are rare, but when they happen, they are unforgettable. At this level, even well-built homes and sturdy buildings can be destroyed. The aftermath is often devastating, and recovery can take months or even years for some communities. When officials warn of a Category 5, it's a call for immediate action, not panic, but urgent preparation. This means securing your home, gathering emergency supplies, and following evacuation orders if given. The risk to life and property is extreme. Flooding, flying debris, and power outages are almost certain, and staying behind can be deadly. Warnings are meant to save lives. Everyone in the path must take them seriously and act quickly to protect themselves and their loved ones. The time to act is now. Preparation and quick response can make all the difference when facing the fury of a Category 5 hurricane. Hurricanes are among the most powerful forces on Earth, and their strength depends on a delicate balance of environmental factors. To grow, hurricanes need warm ocean water as their primary energy source. But that's not all. They also require the right atmospheric conditions, such as moist air and minimal wind disruption, to truly intensify. This year, the Caribbean Sea is exceptionally warm, with sea surface temperatures well above average. These hot waters act like high-octane fuel, providing Hurricane Melissa with an abundance of energy to feed on. As Melissa traveled across these unusually warm waters, it rapidly intensified, drawing vast amounts of heat and moisture from the ocean below. This process allowed the storm to grow much faster than usual. Another key factor was low wind shear, meaning there was little change in wind speed or direction with height. This calm upper atmosphere allowed the storm to organize and strengthen without being torn apart. With no atmospheric breaks to slow it down, Melissa's winds intensified and its structure tightened, forming a powerful, well-defined vortex at its core. Meteorologists refer to this as rapid intensification, a phenomenon where a storm's winds increase dramatically in a very short period, often catching communities off guard. Melissa is a textbook example. Perfect ocean heat, a calm and stable upper atmosphere, and explosive, almost unstoppable growth. That's why it's now the most powerful storm to threaten the Caribbean region in many years, putting millions at risk and drawing global attention. When all the right ingredients come together, a small tropical disturbance can transform into a monster hurricane almost overnight, leaving little time for preparation. Understanding these factors is crucial. It helps meteorologists predict a storm's path and intensity, and gives communities precious time to prepare and stay safe. Hurricane Melissa's rapid growth is a stark reminder of nature's incredible power, and why we must always respect and prepare for these awe-inspiring storms. Jamaica is on high alert as Hurricane Melissa approaches, with landfall expected early Tuesday. The storm's outer bands are already bringing heavy rain and gusty winds, signaling the danger ahead. The government has issued catastrophic warnings, urging everyone to finish preparations and seek shelter immediately. Shops are crowded, windows are being boarded up, and streets are emptying as people rush to safety. The atmosphere is tense. Families are securing homes and checking on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. Memories of past storms like Hurricane Gilbert drive the urgency. The focus is on survival, protecting lives, homes, and communities. The next 48 hours will test Jamaica's resilience against one of nature's fiercest forces. No one is taking chances with a storm of this magnitude. The hope is that preparation and community spirit will help weather the coming onslaught. For now, all eyes are on Melissa's approach. The island braces for impact. Hurricane Melissa's winds, over 160 mph, are a force of destruction, tearing roofs off, shattering windows, and toppling trees. Anything not secured can become a deadly projectile. The sound is a deafening roar, making it impossible and deadly to be outside during the storm's peak. Power outages are inevitable, plunging Jamaica into darkness for weeks or longer. The storm surge, expected to reach 6 to 10 feet, will flood coastal towns in minutes, destroying buildings and roads. Massive waves, up to 15 feet, will batter the shoreline, putting homes and businesses at extreme risk. Storm surge is often the deadliest part of a hurricane, trapping people and causing widespread drowning. Evacuations from coastal areas are critical. Few structures can withstand the ocean's force. The combination of wind and water makes Melissa a truly catastrophic threat. Survival depends on getting to safe shelter before the storm hits. Beyond wind and surge, Melissa will unleash torrential rain, up to 40 inches in some areas, with isolated spots seeing even more. This deluge will overwhelm rivers, flood cities, and turn streets into raging torrents. Flash flooding can happen suddenly, cutting off escape routes and trapping people in their homes. Jamaica's mountains face another threat: landslides, as saturated soil gives way and buries communities in mud and debris. Flooding and landslides will isolate towns, contaminate water supplies, and destroy crops, impacting food security for months. Emergency responders will face immense challenges reaching those in need. The sheer volume of water is as dangerous as the wind, promising to reshape the island's landscape. Melissa's rains will leave a lasting mark on Jamaica. The threat is multifaceted and severe. The Jamaican government has declared a national emergency, issuing urgent warnings across all media. Public shelters are open, and evacuations are underway for those in vulnerable areas. Police and military are helping with evacuations and maintaining order. People are urged to have emergency kits, secure their homes, and make family communication plans. The key advice: stay informed, follow official instructions, and don't risk staying in unsafe locations. The power of a Category 5 hurricane demands respect. Lives come first. Calm, preparation, and community cooperation are essential. Safety is the top priority as Melissa approaches. Jamaica isn't Melissa's only target. The storm's effects are already being felt across the Caribbean. Rain bands are lashing Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and eastern Cuba, causing flooding even before the core arrives. Melissa is expected to make landfall in eastern Cuba next, bringing similar catastrophic risks. The Bahamas and possibly Bermuda are watching closely, as the storm could bring hurricane conditions their way. Even distant coastlines will feel Melissa's power through dangerous surf and rip currents. The threat extends far beyond the storm's center. Everyone in the region must stay alert and prepared. Melissa's reach is wide, and its impact will be felt for days. As Melissa bears down, fear and uncertainty grip the Caribbean. But so does resilience. Communities are coming together, helping each other prepare and protect the vulnerable. First responders and volunteers stand ready to face the storm and aid those in need. The most important message: heed warnings, prioritize safety, and get to secure shelter. Property can be rebuilt. Lives cannot be replaced. After the storm, recovery will be hard, but the Caribbean's strength and unity will shine. The world is watching, hoping, and ready to help. Hope is powerful, and the sun will shine again. With courage and support, Jamaica and its neighbors will recover, stronger than before. Stay safe, stay together, and never lose hope.